Life is like a chess game. Every move, every decision, it either makes you win or it teaches you something. Everything feels safe in the opening. Middle game mein everything gets messy. Maybe you have to do some sacrifices. And endgame decides your legacy. In today's video, I'm going to draw an analogy between how life and chess are basically the same and maybe help you see your life the way a chess grandmaster sees a chessboard. Opening. Chess openings are usually pretty safe. You have learned a particular set of theory and you're applying that. Similarly, जो तुम्हारे starting years होते हैं life के, they are technically already pre-decided. Your parents send you to school, college. You basically run on what others say when you're a child. So your opening is pretty analogous to the opening of chess. हर एक किसी की कोई predefined expectation होती है कि इंजीनियर बनेगा, एयरफोर्स में जाएगा, etc. etc. The problem arises when people try to copy their opening from someone else's board without realizing it's not their style. उनको ये realize नहीं होता कि उनका board, उनकी life, it's different from the board of other people. So if you're a young guy watching this who is probably in the opening phase of his life, one thing that I can tell you is don't try to blindly copy others' openings. Introspect with yourself. Ask yourself, what do you want to optimize your life for? Status, peace, freedom, creativity, and work on that. Something that you can apply right now. Grab a pen and paper and write down. Whatever I desire right now, is it innate? क्या ये मेरी genuine इच्छा है ये करने की, या फिर ये मुझे बस सिखाया गया, या फिर it's the thoughts of the career or anything that you're doing has been planted by people around you ever since you were a child. Middle game, if you ask anyone, is the trickiest phase of chess, where the opening theory slowly starts diluting and now you actually are forced to think on the spot. Similarly, life में जब तुम मान लो कॉलेज क्रॉस कर देते हो, तुमने कॉलेज कर लिया है, you are 21-22 now, life just throws different set of problems at you. Now there's no one that's actually behind you, that's pushing you to do something properly. Maybe there are, but you don't need to listen to them when you're adult, right? Even in real life, this is a very tricky phase where you're not exactly sure of what you're doing. You're trying to take risks, have some ideas that you can implement, but you're still not 100% sure of them. You're still trying to do something. ये पहली बार होता है लाइफ में जब तुमको फील होता है कि कोई स्क्रिप्ट है ही नहीं जिस पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. I am writing my own script. Problems आते हैं लाइफ में, relationship problems, fake friends, career problems, etc. And a lot of people start falling down a rut during this phase. जितना तुम फाइट करते हो गेम को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, उतनी ही गेम और कॉम्प्लेक्स होती जाती है. So one advice for this phase of life can be to focus on position, not material. Like in chess, a lot of times people who are down material still win because the position is great. Similarly, अगर तुम अपनी लाइफ को ऑप्टिमाइज करते हो वो चीज़ करने के लिए जो तुमको पसंद है, तुमको at the end उसका रिजल्ट मिलेगा, even if it means some material loss now. During this phase of life, it's very important to have at least 3 non-negotiables during your day-to-day life. What are the 3 things that I'm just going to do? It can be reading, it can be working out, it can be meditating, journaling, anything. Write that down. It will give you some clarity. Learn to defend without panicking. Every position is reversible. Sacrifice. There's a lot of times chess players sacrifice their material for a winning advantage. It's very, very, very analogous to the real life. Even in real life, तुमको कुछ ना कुछ sacrifice करना पड़ता है तुमको कुछ पाने के लिए. For example, if you're going hard on sports, you want to become an athlete, you need to sacrifice junk food. You need to sacrifice maybe some relationships. जैसे चेस में कभी कभी अपना फेवरेट पीस देना पड़ता है so that you can set up a checkmate. Similarly, लाइफ में तुमको कोई ऐसी चीज़ हो सकता है कभी देनी पड़ जाए which you love a lot in return of something better. टॉक्सिक रिलेशनशिप है या फिर some dead end job that just eats your soul out. कभी कभी you need to sacrifice those short term gains so that तुम लाइफ में कुछ आगे बेटर कर सकते हो. बट sacrifice is very difficult because तुमको sacrifice के बाद immediately reward नहीं मिलता है. So a lot of people just give up, which you don't need to do. Obviously the sacrifice needs to be calculated. अब तुम बिना किसी compensation के अपनी queen दे दोगे chess में तो फिर काम थोड़ी चलेगा. Similarly, the sacrifices need to be calculated. They should be aligned to your goals and should help you achieve them. In your mind, you should reframe what comes to your mind when you think of sacrifice. Sacrificing should feel like repositioning, not losing. Ask yourself a question at the end of every week. What is one thing that I'm holding on to, which if I leave would genuinely heighten my progress? Maybe just write it down right now and do it weekly. Do this exercise weekly. Endgame. Endgame comprises of the final moments of chess, but also some of the most crucial moments of chess. Endgame में बहुत छोटा लगने लगता है, moves slow हो जाते हैं, but every move is lethal. In this phase of life, people realize success वही नहीं थी जो तुमको दिख रही थी. Success had a lot of innate parameters which you were completely unaware of. When you are young, hustling is the biggest flex. At this phase of your life, it's peace. Think of when you're retired. Obviously, your biggest marker of success would be, can you live a peaceful life? Do you have people by your side that are loving, that are caring, that genuinely care about you, that make you feel at home? Were you able to do that? To have a good end game, to have a good life after your middle age, it's, I think, really important to optimize your life for impact rather than noise. Instead of blabbering about what you actually want, just focusing on the task that you need to do and completing it is a really good thing. I need you to grab that pen and paper once again and write down something called a reverse bucket list. What is a reverse bucket list? It should be a list of things which you don't want to regret on your deathbed. Imagine karo, you are on your deathbed. You're going to die in a few days and you're just sitting there contemplating life. और वहाँ पे तुम्हारा माइंड ना करके भी कुछ रिग्रेट्स की तरफ ही जा रहा है. यार काश मैं वो ट्रिप कर लेता, काश मैं बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर लेता, काश मैं स्कूल ज्वाइन कर लेता, काश मैं कॉलेज से ये डिग्री कर लेता, काश मैं वो जॉब को मना नहीं करता, काश मैं उस जॉब को मना कर देता. A list of things which just start revolving around your mind. Just write it down right now. What are the list of things which you definitely don't want to regret on your deathbed, and reverse engineer them to start focusing on achieving that. Let your actions in the middle game prepare you for a graceful end game. If you play the middle game well, if you're structured, if you're positionally well, end game is going to be pretty smooth. It's the same with life. So life is like a game of chess, but the opponent is yourself. अगर तुम ओपनिंग में अपने लिए सोच पाए, middle game when things get messy and there's chaos everywhere, you're able to patiently walk through that. If you're able to sacrifice the right thing at the right time, you'll set yourself up for a beautiful end game. You won't have a lot of problems dealing with the end game. तो end game जीतने के लिए तुमको ज़्यादा कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Just look at the board carefully. अगर तुमको लगा कि what I said resonated with you, I have a view journal that's up for pre-sale right now. Top link in the description. Thank you.